Launch ED Discovery. All right, there we go. It's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is Elite Dangerous. Game on. We're gonna just get our probably just mumbling here. We've set a target that is 18,600 light years, more or less due south. That will take us almost down to the core, and it will be just this little tiny little distance back into Colonia. Hey, who made it to? But it's a long ways to go. We're gonna take it a little slow. Because this is the exploration leg of the journey. We're gonna pick up as much stuff as we can find on the way. Why is it doing that? Not supposed to deploy hard points. Change fire group. Change fire group. There's a weird stuff going on. Should not be deploying. Right, let's go super cruise first and then see if that fixes that. I don't know if that's a normal space thing. I don't really blast off the scanner in normal space. Right, there we go. Alright, that was just me being stupid. Alright, good morning. Let's get going. It is game on. We are finally moving. We're gonna start the exploration leg, which means we are going to scan every star. We are going to still muffled. The microphone is right in my face. And the audio output or input looks pretty good. I can try and boost it up a little bit. Just let me not crash into this star. And I boost it 10%. Alright, turn up the volume on the mic a little bit. Speakers. That's not it. Everything is cranked up. I don't know why it would be. Alright, I'll leave it at that. So we hit the jackpot here on the first system. I just gotta get my discovery back up here. That one as well. Alright. Looks like we hit kind of jackpot here on the first system. It looks like at least one water world. And we'll see what the other ones are. This one is right in the middle of the Goldilocks zone. This one is just outside. There may not be that many terraforming candidates out of these planets. We'll check out the first 4. I was thinking of doing reporting distances as well, but that is a huge undertaking. Um, and I don't know, that might be a little bit too much for doing during a live stream. Because basically for every star you need a minimum of 3 distances to other planets or the systems in order to properly triangulate its location. And then that starts getting tricky. Then you got to keep track of who's who and where's what, and that could involve some sort of really complicated matrix. And I don't know how entertaining that really would be. There will be a lot of paperwork to keep track of all of it. Okay. That does indeed seem to be a water world. Yeah, I think if you're gonna do the distances, you're pretty much gonna spend a lot of time in the galaxy map, and you gotta pick like planets. Planets. You gotta pick systems that are a given distance from each other, and then you need to plan like way ahead of where you're gonna go. Seems like an awful lot of work. Even so, you would only get you'd only get a few distances. But I mean, if you plan it out, I guess you could get quite a few yeah, that was a terraformable water world. That is a great start to the day. The Goldilocks zone is a little bit expanded for water worlds, so this one is 200 light seconds outside, just about, maybe 250. That might still put it inside for a water world. And this is gonna be the last one we're checking out in here, I think. Yeah, the other ones looks just like icicles. Alright. I guess it was too much to hope for 2 terraforming candidate water worlds, but we got the one. And this one looks interesting enough for the first photo op of the day. There's at least some cloud systems on this. It doesn't look like just a blue bowling ball. Alright, we're gonna turn the lines off and we're gonna change camera. Change camera. Change. Okay, there we go. Button. Button. That button. Take a picture.
Picture taken.
Take a picture.
Picture taken.
Alright. Change camera. Excellent. Kind of got now a couple of things out of the way right off the bat. Pressure is off. Finding water worlds. We already got 1, 2. We already got the photo. We'll still see if we can find some cool photos on either some gas giants or other ringed objects. Kind of get some photo documentation up on the thing. I'll try to post them every day on the Facebook page. Berthoff Cooper has his own Facebook page. There is a link in the description on YouTube. Also, not that hard to find space pilot Berthoff Cooper. Pretty sure we already pinged. Checked the system map. Not a lot in this system to check out, so we're just gonna R and move.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't think I made any changes to the yeah, I took out the M types. $400 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh well, obviously we're not doing that today. And at this pace, we're not really going to be going that far. But we will be getting some exploration data, which is we're really looking for. Well. Is that the only ship that's coming out in that release, or are they gonna
Fuel scooping complete.
release the crate as well? If I remember correctly, I have been killed by so many crates. Did you get back to the bubble? I didn't get to follow too much yesterday. There's too much stuff. Yeah, I'm not trimming my beard, man. Right, we'll check out a couple of the planets here. There isn't much to this one, but it is a landable with the materials on it, so we'll catch that. And then we have this class 2 giant and its neighbor. We'll take that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be back in the bubble by the 25th. Have they detailed what's coming in the Q1 release? I'm surprised they're gonna. Oh, it's just a beta on the 25th? So then what? 2-3 weeks after that, we'll get the full release? I'm probably not going to be back in the bubble by mid-February either. This second gas giant isn't all that interesting, but since it's heard, we'll get it. We'll swing in and do the moons around class 2. Oh, what happened? What are we aiming at? Wrong. We're not gonna do the move. What's this? Thing of interest. Yeah, I don't know how long they do things in beta.
Frameshift drive charging.
But we have to see what happens. I don't know. Even if it's in beta for 2 months, that's just gonna barely make it for Q1. But I mean, they didn't promise it will be out on the first day of the quarter. They said it will be out in Q1, so they technically have until the last day of March. I hope we don't have to wait that long, but who knows? All right, so this one is 1,000 to 2,000. These two could be terraforming candidates. Let's check out the... Alright, that's nothing special then. We'll do the innermost 4. See how it turns out. Oh, that's very close.
Fuel filling complete.
Oh, let's see, Nightbot. I thought you were a regular. That's weird. You're listed as a regular, you should be able to post links. Nightbot didn't kill it. YouTube didn't kill it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it logged anywhere. And you're listed as a regular, so Nightbot shouldn't care about the link. Yeah, I'm not sure I fully get the difference between squadron and wing, other than potentially the size and also um, the big support ship you can bring with you. Oh, we get the engineering changes. Going to be interesting. Galnet radio. Uh, like since I don't really read the Galnet news, which is where over here. Over here. I never read that stuff. So it probably would be handy to actually have it, because you can just turn on the radio and you can get the news read to you. So you kind of, for me, I would at least be sort of up to then on more frequently. Squadron is going to be interesting. Too bad we still can't have mixed squadrons across platforms. So this is the somehow. Alright, so that is one of the ones inside. Planet 2 was terraforming candidate, like I suspected. The question now is if this one is. And it is inside the Goldilocks zone. So in theory it should be. It didn't What Graham posted didn't include the squadron stuff. It said wing missions, which is not quite the same. Wing missions are missions that may require more than one person to complete. They are an expansion on the standard missions rather than anything else. Alright, let's see what we found. Alright, Planet 3 was not a terraforming candidate. I think that's kind of rare, terraforming candidates on the landable platform, landable planets. No. I said it wasn't. I think somebody said that they are possible, but I usually see them as not. So, yeah, there wasn't really anything special right there. And that's just another high metal content world.
Cannot comply.
Did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think sometimes you get people in chat that is feeding you BS.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three,
think we have to consider a little bit closer what it is we're scanning, or we're never gonna get home. $132 to $264.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so we'd have to define some sort of rules as to what we're scanning, because I can't scan everything. We're never gonna get anywhere. So I want to stop and scan the suns, even if it doesn't really give me any money. At least it will show up as, you know, I was there. But I think we're gonna have to stick to scanning the systems that are in the Goldilocks zone. Or things that show positive for water world or Earth-like world. If it's outside the Goldilocks zone, we're just gonna leave it be. So neither of those were water worlds. 714. To 1424.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
So we are going to be looking for basically the big cash cows, which are terraforming candidates, water worlds, Earth-like worlds, Class 2 gas giants. I believe those are the big. Those are the big ones, right? Class 2 gas giant, ammonia world, Earth-like world, terraforming candidate, high metal world, high metal content world, and water world. Along with that, neutron stars and black holes. Calculate what distance?
Frameshift drive charging.
For the Goldilocks zone? No, ED Discovery tells me that.
4, 3, 2,
So yeah, I just have to look over on the other screen and it will tell me what the Goldilocks is. $282 to $560. All right, so that's good. 282. So we'll start with number 2. We'll do 3 and 4. Right, we'll do 2, 3, and 4. Those are in the Goldilocks zone.
fuel scooping,
Gonna fill up the tank first.
fuel scooping complete.
Well, let's see what we can find here. Three and 4 is a pair, so that will be 2 for the price of 1. That's a water world. Okay. That's even better. Right, I have to make a phone call. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. They don't open until 9. I have to make a phone call, but I don't open until 9. Oh. Back at that. That's all right. All right, we got the 3 objects scanned that we wanted to scan, and they're all terraforming candidates, like we suspected. So that's brilliant.
Frameshift drive
We've
charging.
had I'm gonna say reasonably good luck finding stuff this morning.
4, 3, 2,
But I am not impressed with the progress here. In an hour, almost an hour. And
view scooping.
we're not really finding a whole lot. It's the only one in the Goldilocks zone. I'm not sure if it's worth it going out there for that one.
Complete.
It's only 106. Can do that. Only gonna be a few minutes. Not even. Alright, I think that's definitely worth it, because I mean that was like 400,000 credits. So even a single terraforming candidate, it's worth taking a trip out.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you want to save time on flying out to terraforming candidate planets, the best option would be to drop the biggest stars and just focus on the K and the G's. And the habitable zone will be a lot closer. And wouldn't spend as much time flying out there.
View scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. View scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
All right. What do we got? A 388. What happens if I trim this down to only K and G types? I'm not sure what happened. Did it do it or did it not? That's a K. Okay. No, I don't think it did. What the hell is that? Ah. 388. That seems to indicate that the path hasn't changed.
Frameshift drive
Alright, let's go. Let's just see what happens along the way here. So I know we're kind of excluding a lot of stars here.
charging.
But we'll see where it takes us. Alright, so there's only what, 3 planets here? There's probably gas giants. Usually the case when there's a low number.
Fuel skipping.
Alright, that was a bad job.
Disengage. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, that's a few more planets. 105. Holy moly, these are all far out. They're all way outside the Goldilocks zone.
Fuel skipping. Fuel skip disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, are we gonna jump until we get the fuel star warning? Then we'll re-examine the galaxy map. It's strange that those planets are so far far away from the star. Usually if they're that far there would be gas giants, small rocks, relatively speaking, of course. Alright, here we have lots of good stuff. Hopefully. 608 to 1213. Inside. 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 And a class 2. What is that? That's care about. We're gonna start with this guy.
Fuel skipping.
We shall fill up the tank first.
Fuel skipping complete.
And then we will get number 3, 4, 5, and 6. They should all be terraforming candidates. We'll pick the moons as well if they have any. I didn't really memorize the map. That was number 3. Terraforming candidates. $450,000. So yeah, this is there's still some distance involved. We're still spending more time in Super Cruise than I'd hoped for, but there's really no avoiding that. And if I go into the galaxy map now, the fuel star will move, so we'll wait a little bit. Till we get that fuel star warning. So far, we are batting 1,000. And based on the map here, this should be a terraforming candidate water world with a moon. It's not ringed though, so that's a aim, but yes. Not always get what you want. Yeah, might just find what you nerf. Yeah. So oh, did we just get not a terraforming candidate? It has major silicate vapor geysser volcanism. Interesting. We were also going to look at the guy. We're going to ixnay that, and that was too far. I ain't got time for that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still doing those F-class. Alright. We're going for the galaxy map anyways. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take off the F, we're gonna add the O and add the O. We're gonna go to bookmarks. I'll scroll down to the V's. And we're gonna plot a route. Clear the route. Now you're telling me it failed. I may have to include the F types anyways. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. I think we broke it. I think we broke it. How is that even possible? Oh, there's that. Oh no. Maybe we've got pushed down that end.
Frameshift drive charging.
Really don't want to do red dwarfs. Alright, that came out wrong. I don't feel that there's a lot of benefits going to these red dwarfs, but we will take a look and we'll see what we can find in here. Just normally doesn't seem like there's a lot of useful useful stars in here.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, I don't know, there's something about gingers.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive
It's
charging.
a good thing I'm not superstitious. Alright. Oh, you have no idea. Ah, ah, ah. Is that a pair of water worlds? Sitting in the habitable zone?
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. A little bit of jackpot here. I don't think there was anything else. 5. Yeah, that one's inside. That one's inside. The rest we're gonna ignore. We're gonna go up, we're gonna get these two. They look like both water worlds. And then we'll take 1 and 2 as well. They should be terraforming candidates. I'm gonna mute again because I'm gonna make that phone call. So I'll be out for a little bit. I'll be playing, but I'll be on the phone. So I have to sort of split my focus. Hopefully it's not too many loops of correction, but we'll see how it goes. I'll be back in a little bit.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
All right. I am back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm off the phone at least. I'm gonna try that again. All right. I don't want to do the. I don't want to go to the red dwarfs. There's isn't anything there to find. 349 jumps. Did that just drop like 40 jumps or 30? We started at 300 and started at almost 400. We must have found our way into some neutron stars along the way here. I'm not touching this one. A good path. Of course, there's no guaranteeing what will happen tomorrow when we start up. We're not starting up tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday. I don't work on Saturday.
Frameshift drive charging.
Gonna have to cut things a little shorter today. Because I have to take my daughter to see the doctor. 30 objects. That sounds like gas giants. That's inside. Alright, so there's nothing here. All of these, although they look kind of nice, all of these are too close to the planet, too close to the sun. Lots of rings here though, that's kind of cool. And a couple of brown dwarfs. But all of this is too close to the sun.
Fuel scooping.
So I'm not gonna spend time chasing anything in here.
Fuel scooping complete.
One thing I will do is I'll see if this is in here. We are going to not.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Okay, 856. That's on the inside, that's in the Goldilocks zone, and that's in Goldilocks, and that's out. This might be a terraforming candidate.
fuel scooping.
I'm gonna check it out.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, I'm hoping there will be a lot of bug fixes in the update as well, not just new stuff. But I am kind of sort of looking forward to the new engineering stuff, but also kind of not. I think it's a mixed bag, really, what we're getting there. And I'm so I think the updated storage of materials and I'm guessing data as well is cool. I like the idea of being able to trade for some of the stuff. But it still sounds like it's gonna be a serious grind to get engineering done right. All right, well, this is a little annoying. This is clearly inside. This is clearly inside the habitable zone. So it is close-ish, still inside the zone. But it is not a terraforming candidate.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's a little annoying. Right, so we know the deal with gas giants. That is a class 2. I'll take that since we're here.
Fuel sweeping. Fuel sweep disengaged.
Ah, we forgot to scoop fuel. There was a companion planet, was there not? Well, since we can scan them both from this range, we might as well. And we'll just
Frameshift drive charging.
move on. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be unhappy with having to go through grades 1 through 5 on everything they do. But it is what it is. So right, the problem we're having here is that there's stuff. And there's nothing really any particular value. Just gotta remember to get filled up while we're here. And we'll go and grab the gas giant. That's 6,000 credits. Right, we'll take these things that are on the way. Because they are basically free scans. Doesn't really amount to much, but it adds up in the end. Alright, hopefully it ticks in at about 1,000 light seconds. Come on. No. 800. No. There we go. Right, target next system. Target next system.
Next system targeted.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's going to be interesting to see what the reception of the new stuff will be like.
Fuel scooping.
I think there will be. I think most people will be happy with one aspect and not with the other. But I'm sure most of us will just move on and not worry about it. Target next system.
Next system targeted.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Damn it, Jim.
Logic. My god, the man's talking about logic. We're talking about universal Armageddon. You green-blooded, inhuman.
I wish the RNG on voice attack was a little more RNG. Seems we're always getting the first one. Alright, what have we here? 497. Oh, that's perfect. That's the only one. And that's an Earth-like.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
This is an Earth-like. So I think we found all of the good ones except no black holes and no neutron stars yet today. Still have about an hour. Gotta leave around. Well, I'm gonna leave in about an hour. So we found the water worlds, we found terraforming candidate water worlds. We now have an Earth-like. I don't know if we found an Earth-like earlier today. Earth-like. Water world. Water world. No, that's the first Earth-like of the day. This will be photo op number 2. Change camera. All right. Take a picture.
Picture taken.
Take a picture.
Picture taken.
Change camera. And that was the only one inside the Goldilocks too, wasn't it? The other one is outside, 880. Yeah, way outside. Right. Target next system.
Destination set.
Mercy. We didn't get refuel, but it's not a huge deal. Alright, so now, what else do we have to find today? I mean, still looking for ringed Earthlegs or ringed water worlds. Black hole would be cool. Or neutron star.
Fuel skipping.
Alright, this is target next system.
Destination set.
Fuel skipping.
This is a very, very lonely star. All by itself.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Yeah. Target next system.
Fuel skipping.
Next system targeted.
Excellent.
Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So I think I did recalculate my scan data. Yesterday after the stream.
Fuel skipping.
And it looked like we had
Fuel skipping complete.
another 10 million worth of scan data. And alright, we're kind of a little close here. And that wasn't really with any massive amount of scanning either. So that wasn't entirely bad at all. a little difficult to kind of guesstimate how much we're getting. Some sort of averaging out isn't gonna really work either. You need a lot of data points for any kind of average to work out. And target next system. I'm not sure if it's really valuable to have that information. Of course, everything we find here at this point is also eligible for the 50% first discovery bonus. So that will definitely be a huge boost. In what we're getting. Target next system.
Next system targeted.
There's I'm sure I can figure out a way of calculating that, but I think everything we discover starting today, we can assume we're gonna get 50% bonus on. I can put that into calculations and just try and update the spreadsheet sort of on a daily basis, but just exporting the new data. And then with the keep a running tab, basically. Target next system.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not thrilled with these red dwarfs. It's I have to go to them because there's no other way of getting through. It's a little bit there's not a lot of stars in this region. Well, here there is, but going forward there isn't going to be. Kind of wondering a little Where does this take us? Alright, we got a couple of big giants there. That is probably a class 2. So is that? Probably not. Alright, let's check out the first one. It's close by, the class 2. You can probably scan it from here. We can. Check out this guy too. We don't care about that one. And we don't care about that one. That one is close. It's not worth anything, but we'll take it anyways. The habitable zone here is 82 to 165. I honestly don't think that there's anything inside. Alright, target next system. Target next system. Having a little trouble with my accent. Ah, it's another red dwarf. Come on, man. Give me some stars. Bringing down my average. Target next system.
Next system targeted.
Good job. Gonna fuel up here. Yeah, that's good enough. That is 31.3 tons of fuel. Good enough. Alright, it's the bluish white. There's nothing here. Alright, we'll scan the star anyways. Target next system. Alrighty then. Alright, here we go. First neutron star of the day. Check that off our list. I don't think the routing takes you to black holes. Not sure. I have never like accidentally dropped in on a black hole. They've always been always something that I've looked for. Alright, we're probably not going to Alright, they are within range of scanning from where I sit. So we'll grab them, A, B, and C. Right. Then we shall dive into jet cone right here. Target next system.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Close.
Frameshift drive charging.
Why am I only jumping 90 light years? I know I said I didn't want to do this, but we're gonna have to go in here and have a look at this. Fastest route. Use the cone. I can jump 200. Why would I jump 90 if I can jump 200? There we go. $215, man. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I think we got the sorry, gonna go back in here. I got the M's off now. And it did route all the way through. So we should not see any more red dwarfs. With that 215 range, we should be able to get into any kind of path that would allow us to avoid those escaped red dwarfs. So at least this gives us a little bit of distance. We're only gone 2,000 light years today. Wow, soon. And it's all alone. Target next system.
Destination set.
Fuel scooping.
We should set up a poll for naming the
Fuel sync disengaged.
computer voice.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Just so you know, I have something to call it. All right, let's see what we got. 420 to 838. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Should all be inside the Goldilocks zone.
fuel scooping.
I'm gonna be fueling up.
Fuel scooping
There we
complete.
go. 5 for that planet. It was weird doing those down turns rather than up. There's no gravity in here, so it wouldn't really be a negative G, but if you're flying, that would have been. So we are looking for valuable targets out here in the middle of nowhere. More like the edge of nowhere, is it not? We're kind of far away. Alright, we gotta I'm gonna have to start keeping track of this stuff because I'm not really sure why this planet would not be a terraforming candidate. But I mean, I don't really have any control over that. I have the habitable zone of the star. And I have the planets, and I have to scan the ones I think are in the habitable zone. And hopefully find the terraforming candidates. They're not, I don't really have a lot of value if they're not terraforming candidates, but again, I won't know until I scan them, so I'm gonna have to stick to that rule. I thought maybe this was an F, but it's not. This is the G star class, a G class star. So it shouldn't be too hot or anything else. Or too active in any other way that would exclude some planets from the terraforming. Alright, so that one was a terraforming candidate. And that one was a terraforming candidate. 758, 838 is the limit. So that still might be. Well, we're gonna go for it and we'll see. I'm gonna swing by this one because it is kind of on the way. Free scan, even if come on, fast scan. Magic. Quickly pick up speed once we get out of the tiny little gravity well of that planet. Oh, I forgot this. Alright, what have we got? Yeah, that was a terraforming camp. So this one got 3 out of the 4 candidates turned out to actually be what we were looking for.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we sort of had another scan for free, sort of.
4, 3, 2,
Everything comes at unofficial Elite Dangerous Ship AI. right, let's see what we got here. 260 to 519. Nothing here. Moving on. Target next system.
View skipping. View skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, view skipping.
I put the brakes on, but I guess I did not. Target next system.
Next system targeted.
Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Kind of cool. Sorry, there's a couple of Alexa skills. Alexa, cancel. Kind of wish the flash briefings could be managed per Echo device. Alright, that's a lot of reading. I don't want to do that right. Right, 259, 516. Side, inside, outside. Okay. There's a flash briefing. The thing is, I'll hear it, but you won't. So I can ask. I can ask for the flash briefing and get Galnet news.
Fuel scooping complete.
But unless I hook the device up to the computer and gives it some sort of audio into the computer, you're not gonna hear anything. Wonder if that would make sense. Put that over here. I'm gonna get a loop of correction. But I'll check and see if I can maybe manage the flash briefing stuff a little bit better on the Alexa app than on the website. Alexa, cancel. Because the Galnet news might be fun up here in the where I'm sitting, but it's little use if you want the news. And I guess it could be confusing to some members of the household if they were to get the news and all they got was dangerous news. I'll be curious why there is an invasion that they never heard of before. So what did we say? Only the first two was inside. Yeah. We'll get the first two. Number one was terraforming candidate. That's helpful to my purse. See what number two brings up. The Amazon Echo skill. There we go. For elite dangerous AI. Seems to have some sort of a setup thing that needs to happen. I had to read through that whole thing so I can figure out just what's going on there. I'm not sure if it really helps me any asking the Echo to do it versus asking voice attack to do it, or asking Discovery to do it. Doesn't feel like it's doesn't seem like it's more intelligent than anything. It is supposed to be able to give me some sort of it, but it might just be more novelty than anything else. I think the Galnet flash briefing would be cool, at least until they get Galnet radio.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's still like a month away. Alright, we got that scanned. Moving on to the next one. We got 38 jumps so far. It's considerably slower than when we're not exploring, but we kind of knew that. Target next system.
Destination set.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see, our distance to Colonia is now shrinking. Yeah, I still got about 25 minutes. So we'll see how it works out when we get to, not really short, it'll be close to 3 hours. So, still have a few jumps.
Fuel scooping.
Alrighty.
Fuel scooping complete.
I think this is the only valuable object in here. Shouldn't be too far to get out there before the scan kicks in. I don't think these are... I don't think these are class 2. And I was right. It's kind of fun that we're so far away that the Milky Way looks like the disk far, far away on the horizon.
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess the good news is we are jumping towards it. There.
Fuel scooping.
And that looks like a short jump based on the blue bar on the
Complete.
fueling thing. So this might be Neutron star? It is a neutron star. Alright, we're going in. The brakes are on. There it is. That's an active one. Wow, wait, what? $59? First of all, alright, nobody's been here. There isn't anything of value other than all this materials. Too brown, it's not gonna be a class 2. Alright, so there's even with all that, sadly there is nothing of value in here. We're just gonna jump right into this thing and take off.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
I haven't actually checked to see. Okay. I'm gonna have to repair the frameshift drive after the next part. Okay. Gas giants. Alright. Moving on.
Fuel scooping.
No, you've been jumping quite a bit when you can determine the jump range based on the fuel usage.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Brakes on. So that's another short jump coming up. Probably indicate. I don't know what to make of these. They are inside the Goldilocks zone, all three. guess we're gonna check them out. That one, that's a rocky ice world. What? That doesn't make any sense. These two looks kind of frosty too. Ah. Well, as they say, screw this, I'm going home.
Cannot comply.
Not where we're going. That's where we're going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. Alright, so gonna go get the neutron star. We'll jump out of there. Neutron star jump will be the last one today. I gotta go take care of daughter. Alright, there's a single planet in here. It's in the Goldilocks zone. It's a water world. We'll scan it after we've collected the boost.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this. It's very far away, so we will not be able to see the sun from here. Kind of a shame, but yeah, finding a planet that's close enough to a neutron star to get them both in the picture is rare. Jump range is about 54 light years. Right now it shows as 216 because I got quadruple boost from the neutron star. Thank you, I appreciate that. So there's something funky with the subscriptions going on. They register only like halfway. So YouTube picks up that I was subscribed, but I don't get notification. And if I don't get notification, then Streamlabs doesn't get notification. so it doesn't show up on screen. Yeah, it takes a minute to pick up the difference. And at this point, if it didn't fully register, then it's probably not going to show up until the next time I launch everything. But thank you for the subscription, I appreciate that. Combat rank, I don't know. Competent. I'm almost at the next level. I've been doing mostly exploring here, so not so much other stuff with the PC commander. Interesting water world here orbiting the neutron star.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I gotta go take care of stuff, so I'm gonna do this last jump. And then start here next time, which will be Monday's a holiday, so probably won't be back until Tuesday. I don't know. I think for a while. The Anaconda I'm flying is, you know, as cheap as it gets, really. But I mean, I am tycoon on the trade, so I've been doing a lot of that. So. All right. But I need to go and take care of stuff here in real life. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I probably won't be back until Tuesday. So we'll continue the journey then. We'll just move on from this system. There's nothing here to be scanned. Thank you for everyone who's been following along on the journey. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll hopefully see some of you next week. All right, bye.